So guys, again welcome back to my channel Indian Bro Code. So today we will learn some of the basic to intermediate data science interview questions which was asked in the Turing interview. So these are the questions which is collected which shows on their website, that is Turing. So I explain you, or we will discuss these questions in this video. So one by one we will discuss all these questions, and we will try to understand what exactly the questions they asked in their interview. So let me start with the question first, number first. So so the first question, the day what is the term, 1 minute, let me open the intermediate question which we want to discuss, the intermediate question. So let me open that questions. 1 minute, let me open. So these are the intermediate questions. So first question is this: how do you explain variance in data science? So what is the variance? Variance in data science is a measure of the speed of a data set. It is calculated by taking average of the square difference between each data point and the mean data set. So this is called variance. What is a primary key in SQL? A primary key is a column in a table that we can use to identify all the rows uniquely. So this is the primary key function which we need to use the uniquely identify the rows. So third question: define random forest algorithm. An ensemble learning algorithm which is based on decision tree. Random forest is a machine learning algorithm for classification and regression. Fourth question: are correlation and covariance interrelated? Correlation and covariance are two measures of how two variables are related. Correlation is a measure of how two variables vary together, while covariance is a measure of how two variables vary in relation to each other. Fifth question: how to compare the distance between two binary strings? Hamming distance and the Levenshtein distance are two methods for comparing the distance between two binary strings. The number of bits that differ between two strings is defined as the Hamming distance. The number of edit operations, insert, delete, or replace, required to transform one string into another is represented by Levenshtein distance. Sixth question: how many different data types are supported by Tableau? Tableau supports variety of data types including numeric, string data, string, date, and geographic data. Question number 7: what is R2 matrix? R2 matrix is a statistical measure that represent the proportion of a variance in a data set that is explained by a linear regression model. Eighth question: what are some ways to measure the accuracy of a model? There are several ways to measure the accuracy of model, including the mean squared error, the mean absolute error, and R squared value. What is data mining? Data mining is a process of obtaining useful information from large data sets. So that is known as data mining. Question number 10: what is the difference between classification, regression, and clustering model? Classification, regression, and clustering are all types of machine learning models. Classification models are used to predict categorical values. Regression models are used to predict numerical values, and clustering models are used to group data point into clusters. What is resampling needed? When is resampling needed? When the data accuracy is questionable, or there is uncertainty about the parameter of the given proportion. Resampling is done. It is a method to improve the accuracy of sample data and quality of model by training it on different data sets to handle variations. Question number 12. Question number 12. Can we use the KNN algorithm for both regression and classification problem statement? Yes, the algorithm can be used to both classification and regression. What are descriptive statistics? Descriptive statistics are numerical method used to summarize and describe a given data set. They are used to quantify the data in order to better understand the characteristics. Name the type of sampling bias. Some of the popular sampling bias are selection bias, undercoverage bias, non-response bias, survivorship bias, availability bias, among others. What is the an unique function? An unique function is an aggregation function in PostgreSQL. It is used to calculate the number of unique values in dataset. Okay. What is the purpose of bagging? Bagging, a machine learning technique, improve the accuracy and stability of a model by combining the predictions from multiple models. Is SVM a classification algorithm? Yes. Support vector machine or SVM is a classification algorithm. What is a decision tree? A decision tree is a tree-like structure where each node represents a decision. The leaves of the tree represent the output of the decision tree. What is data wrangling? Data wrangling is a procedure of cleaning and preparing data for analysis. Question number 20. What is the difference between univariate and bivariate analysis? Univariate analysis has one variable, whereas bivariate analysis has two variables. Univariable analysis is used to describe data and find pattern within it. On the other hand, bivariate data focus on finding how two variables are related to each other. What is data visualization? A method of creating visual representation of data is referred as data visualization. Define pandas index. A pandas index is a mutable ordered set that can be used to index data in pandas data frame. What is exploratory data analysis? Exploratory data analysis (EDA) is approach to analyzing data sets to summarize their main characteristics, often with visual methods, and this involves visualizing the data, computing, summarizing statistics, etc. Are data dredging and data snooping the same thing? Yes, both have same meaning. In exponential smoothing, what is the sum of weight? In exponential smoothing, the sum of weight is equal to 1. What is the full form of ANOVA? The full form of ANOVA is analysis of variance. What is the central limit theorem? The central limit theorem states that the distribution of a sample will be normal if the sample size is large enough. What is the purpose of the head and tail function? The head and tail function is used to return the first or last an element of a vector respectively. This can be useful to see the element at the beginning or the end of data set. Question number 29. What is the data argumentation? Give examples. In machine learning, data argumentation is the process of artificially increasing the size of your training data set by adding new, modified, or synthetic data samples. This can be done by adding more samples of the existing data by synthesizing new samples from the existing data. What is the append method? The append method is used to add data to a Panda data frame. List some benefits using TensorFlow. There are many advantages to using TensorFlow. Some of the most notable ones including the ability to scale to a large data set, the ability to use GPUs for speed, and the ability to automatically differentiate between various data types. Why does skewed distribution occur? A skewed distribution occurs when the data in the data sets are not evenly distributed. Okay. What is the range of recall ratio? The range of recall ratio is typically 0 to 1, with higher values indicating the better recall rate. Name a few clustering algorithms. There are a number of different clustering algorithms, including K-means L clustering, hierarchical clustering, fuzzy C-means clustering, density-based clustering, etc. Is Matplotlib an open source library? Yes, Matplotlib is open source library. What is the difference between long and wide formats of data? Long formats. One row shows one response for one subject. For different response, different rows are used. Wide format, different responses about a subject, part, different column. For data recognition, rows are used as group. For data, columns are used as group. Mostly used in R analysis and the writing into log files after trials. Mostly used in statistical packages for repeated measures ANOVA. Mention feature selection method for selecting the right variables. Through the data science interview questions, learn to understand whether they have experience handling critical situations, The two-man method features the selections are wrapper and filter method. Wrapper method includes forward selection. One feature is tested at a time and added it till good fit achieved. Backward selection. All the features are tested and those not fit are removed to find which fits best. Recursive features elimination. Different features are checked and their pairs are tested to see how they work together recursively. Wrapper method needs high-end computers and a lot of labor if the data sets of analysis are used. Filter method includes chi-square ANOVA linear discrimination analysis. Filter methods involve cleaning up data in order to select most suitable features. Various statistical methods are used by these filter methods. Advanced data science interview questions. So we will cover this. These are the interview questions. Next advanced data science interview question in the next upcoming video. So this is all about the intermediate question which was asked in the Turing interview. So thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.